Yesterday and Wednesday, I've talked about my least favorite shows. Now it's time to talk about my favorite shows. Hey guys, it's me, Jonathan, the Disney and Halloween fan here again. And today, since I've already done my least favorite shows list, I'm gonna do my favorite shows list. Shows that I love to watch and shows that I think are genuine masterpieces and really shows that I also think they're funny, great, and awesome and classic. Everything you could think of is just wonderful. So yeah, we're gonna start off with House of Mouse. So enjoy. This there will be some parts. Same thing. It'll it'll have 20 parts, so this is part 1 for my favorite shows list. So anyways, enjoy. Starting off with House of Mouse. What could I say about this show? This show is nostalgic and it's such a wonderful Disney cartoon that I grew up with, and I remember watching it, and wow, this was an amazing show. All the characters, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy, Pluto, wow, they are just fantastic in this show. The way they do stuff is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I love how there's so many characters, Disney characters from other different Disney movies, from Snow White to Atlantis, The Lost Empire. All of the Disney characters are in there. Ones that you knew and loved from your childhood. The theme song is so awesome and nostalgic. Every time I watch it, it makes me feel good about myself and it makes me feel like a young kid. Even the way they show cartoon shorts are just hilarious. This is such a hilarious and nostalgic show. And it's very phenomenal. This is such a wonderful Disney cartoon that I truly recommend if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, just do anything, look like just do anything to see it. Where have you been? You need to check that out. It's such a phenomenal cartoon, and it's definitely one of my favorite Disney cartoons of all time. This show is just wonderful, hilarious, nostalgic, and it's amusing. To me, this is such a splendid Disney cartoon. I just really love that show so much. Even the holiday specials like Mickey's House of Villains and Snowden at the House of Mouse was just great. Mickey's House of Villains was a Halloween special, and that one was phenomenal too. And Snowden was a Christmas special. Same thing, they were just as wonderful as the cartoon itself. To me, I really love that show very much. House of Mouse. Definitely one of my childhood shows. So yeah, I really love that show. If you haven't seen it, you need to check that out. It's such a beautiful and wonderful cartoon that I recommend. Now this one, I just felt like putting that in there because this show was definitely part of my childhood. Yes. The Big Comfy Couch. Yes, I know. But let me explain why I love that show. in my opinion. First of all, I was a young kid and I watched this show. It was the best thing I've ever experienced as a kid. Because Lunette is a very, very funny character. The way she does stuff like dancing and all that stuff, it's just hilarious. Lunette is such a great character. And I think her doll, which is her friend too, she's a very cute doll. Even though Molly doesn't speak, she uses thought bubbles, which that's clever. All the episodes, they even show kids some important life lessons. Like there was this one episode where Lunette lies and Major Bedhead got upset, and Lunette learns that telling the truth is always the best thing. Even if it's complicated, telling the truth will always make things better. And there was another scene where Lunette wanted to change her name because her name wasn't in the book, but Granny Garbanzo says, don't, because it's a special name. Yeah, you get the point. Granny Garbanzo, the Fuzzy and Wuzzy, Major Bedhead, Auntie Macassar, Snicklefritz, even the Dollhouse characters. They were part of my childhood too, because they were in that show. I mean, Auntie Macassar sends Lunette some goodies and letters and all that stuff. And later on, it was Uncle Chester. And Major Bedhead. All the characters were just great. They were funny. And they were great. They were just phenomenal characters to me. This show even the theme song was part of my childhood. This was one of the best theme songs ever from a childhood show of mine. The Big Comfy Couch is definitely part of my childhood. I really loved The Big Comfy Couch very much. It was definitely one of the best childhood shows ever, in my opinion. Yeah. Personally, I find this show to be really funny and cute and really just nostalgic to me. So yeah, The Big Comfy Couch, it's definitely part of my childhood, and it's the best one as well. There are other childhood shows of mine I want to talk about, but I want to save them for next time. Today I just felt like doing this one for today. So yeah, The Big Comfy Couch, yes, definitely a great childhood of mine, and it's a great show in my opinion. But if you don't like it, you know the drill. I'm fine with your opinion. To me, I've always loved that show, even as a kid. Yeah, personally, I love The Big Comfy Couch in my opinion. So yeah, if you don't like it, you know the drill. Okay, next one. Family Guy. I don't know what to say about this show. This is such a hilarious show. The animation is just as fantastic, just like The Simpsons was. The Simpsons is a great show, too. And Family Guy is great, too. Peter Griffin, he's such a funny character. Louis Griffin and Brian and Stewie, Chris and Meg, they're great too. And the things that they do, like make like jokes, they're just hilarious. Yeah, even the older episodes, they were just a hit because the jokes in the older seasons, they were just fantastic and they're hilarious. There are some, and yes, there are some few heartwarming moments in this show. I think my favorite part throughout the entire show is when Meg had a watermelon and it exploded it and she oh my god, that was the funniest part. Meg had a watermelon and it exploded in front of her and she freaked out. Oh my god, that's such a hilarious moment. Yeah, not only does it have so many hilarious moments, but it also has heartwarming moments. Yeah, there are some scenes that are touching as well, and it's very well balanced because you get the humor, good sense of humor, and you get emotional warmth, and you put it together, and you make this great show called Family Guy, with 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 wonderful animation, hilarious characters, great episodes. This is such a very hilarious show. Family Guy is indeed hilarious. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite shows, along with The Simpsons. And yeah, I really like this show very much. Part 2 will be in session, so stay tuned.